Hey everyone, my name is Mitchell and I'd like to begin by reading from Matthew chapter 18, verse 1 to 5. It says, "At the time the disciples came to Jesus and asked, 'Who then is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?' He called a little child to him and placed the child among them. And he said, 'Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever takes the lowly position of this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, and whoever welcomes one child in my name welcomes me.' The other day when I was driving to work, I stopped at the lights for a pedestrian crossing. There was this young child skipping across the road with not a care in the world, as his mother followed behind him. This then got me thinking about this idea of childhood innocence and what exactly it is. And then, why does Jesus call us to become like children? When you look at a child, the world around them seems so much bigger and brighter than what we perceive it. Everything is an adventure or an obstacle to overcome, and they have this great sense of imagination and playfulness. A phrase that I commonly heard when I was younger is to enjoy being young while it lasts. As a child, I was perplexed as to why anyone would tell someone to enjoy their youth, especially when children are always counting down the number of years until they finish school or the number of days until their next birthday. But now, having aged into an adult, I can begin to understand what they are thinking. As you get older, the number of responsibilities and expectations begin to rise. This can lead to stress and fears of what if that occupy and overtake the thoughts of our minds. Nothing is as simple as it used to be, and things begin to grow in complications. I was then thinking, why do children not have these worries that so many adults have, and how do they maintain their childlike innocence? The innocence that the children have comes from a sense of safety. When they call on their parents to check that there's no monsters under their bed, and as soon as the parents have checked, they feel safe again. Or when they can't sleep and they call their parents to come sleep in the bed next to them, and once the parent is there, they quickly drift off back to sleep. They don't need to feel afraid when they know they feel safe, and they feel safe when they depend upon their parents. When Jesus calls us to come to him like children, he's calling us to come depend upon him like a child depends upon their parents. We need to develop a childlike innocence and depend upon Jesus because he will keep us safe. He needs to be our father, like when a child is like to their parents. We no longer need to be afraid when we know that Jesus will keep us safe. Thank you.